Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a bonus general message. And I am dressed up like the moon because I just recorded some of the full moon messages for every single zodiac. Those will come out later on tonight, probably quite late when they're done processing. So just keep your eyes peeled for that for every single zodiac. I can't wait to release those. They were some really interesting, fun messages. But for now, let's go ahead and get into this bonus general message. Also, just FYI, you guys, I'm about to start traveling again, and I'll be gone for about a week. I will still have pre-recorded a video every single day that I'm gone, which will be the bonus general message, but those will come out at 8 a.m. every morning, and then the today's topic videos, and that'll come out every night at midnight, like always. So those two will still be out there. So don't miss those every day. And then we'll have a party when I get back, and we'll go live and do some free reads for my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there while I've been, all over the place lately. And I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so here we go. So we've got Chariot in the reverse. Just means we're not moving forward fast because there's some imbalance that's got to be dealt with. It's slower going, but it's revving up because somebody really wants this, because there is love here. This is a passionate desire. Sometimes, even though we want something, doesn't mean it's the right time to go grab it. Sometimes there has to be a delay. Sometimes I don't know who this is who wants it so much. It could be a Cancerian. They could be someone who's operating still just as a knight though, but their heart, it's almost like this delay though is making them want it more. It's making them more passionate. So if this is somebody who can't, get to be with the person that they want to be yet, Hanged Man. We keep seeing delays. It's not a bad thing, because it's basically, sometimes a delay makes somebody eventually they just shrug and go, never mind, don't care, don't want it anymore, that's too much work. That's not what's happening here. These delays are basically testing this character, and it's like the universe is saying, so you still want it? And they're like, yes. The universe is like, I'll ask you again next week and see. You still want that person? Yeah. Well, how much? And it's like, this character keeps saying, every time the universe puts a delay in front of them, and then the universe checks in and goes, so, hey, did you still want that? You still want to go down that direction? You still want to go get that person? You still want that thing that you say you love? Yeah. Every time the universe says, well, then how much do you want it? The universe has been waiting for them to get to this point where they say, I want it with all my heart and soul. That's what it looks like to me. But let's see. Why are there delays? Now that I just put in my sassy 2 cents. Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Why are there delays? It could be that somebody wants a Queen of Pentacles, but this Queen of Pentacles is going through their own stresses. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles would not be ready to welcome this person back in. They're dealing with fears, stress, anxiety, maybe wondering if they have enough personal worth. Maybe they're dealing with stressful things in their own life right now. Maybe they're full of grief, upset, anger, hurt, stress surrounding this exact person, this night even. The delays have to do with the Queen of Pentacles though. The Queen of Pentacles is not our character. The Queen of Pentacles stress is contributing to the delays. 10 of Swords and the Prince of Wands sideways. This Queen of Pentacles, they have to no longer care. They're coming to a surrender. They're about to let go of whether or not someone was a player, whether or not they could have trusted someone. They have to get to the point where it doesn't matter. I don't want that anyway. So this Queen of Pentacles has to get over something. But what's interesting is the Queen of Pentacles seems to be who the lead character is trying to go and get to. But they keep wanting to come in as a knight anyway, or they feel like they can't come in. They want to travel to go get to her or something. But their love for her is actually amplifying, which is a good thing. But these delays, it's a good thing that there's delays. Let me just say it that way, because the Queen herself has something that she's got to let go of. Tell me about the Prince of Wands that came out sideways. Yeah, she has to be no longer sad over the fact that someone who she views as most likely having been a player, maybe she dealt with somebody that was in and out of her life before, broke her heart, stressed her out, and she has to let go of the grief surrounding that, the feeling of loss surrounding that. That's what that is for her. She's got to let go of any disappointment that somebody that was, like just all over the place is no longer a part of her world. And she's She sat at a crossroads for a long time. This Two of Swords, she gave a lot of like mental, emotional space for what if that player was ever going to come back in and try to make things right. She's got to shut that door. She's got to shut that door. So the delays actually have to do with her. We got a 10 of Cups in the reverse, and we got a Queen of Swords sideways. She has to get her head around the fact that, truth be told, if that player did come back in, she's got to acknowledge they wouldn't make me happy anyway. And that's the truth, because I'd never feel like I could put my guard down, because if they played around with my emotions in the past, if they were a player, guess what? I don't want a player. The only way that I could have ever been with whoever this person was who caused me this grief is if somehow they showed up and it turned out they had never been a player, and they had a very, solid explanation for why they had been in and out of my life. That's the only way she would take this person back. If they were a player, she has to say, it's a hard pass. So I don't need to stress out and feel like I lost anything, because I wouldn't have wanted them anyway if that's who they were. So this Queen of Pentacles is wrapping their head around this. They're getting more solid on this every day. They're thinking this out. They're emotionally releasing things. They're letting this go. But that's what the big delay has been. This queen has to not have any waffling in her mind back and forth between, yeah, but I'm really sad and I wonder if that player is ever going to come back. And the queen has to like take a hold of herself and say, wait a second, I'm wondering if the player is going to come back. I don't want a freaking player to come back at all. So wait a second, they wouldn't have made me happy. So what am I crying over? Oh, that's right, nothing. Never mind, all clear. Thank you, next. That's kind of where she needed to get to. Now let's go back to our original character. This is the delay for the original character, the character who's trying to go toward that Queen of Pentacles. But let's figure out who they are, because they have their own hang up, because that Chariot is in the reverse. Chariot is pulled by two horses, two people that both have had their own reasons that they haven't been able to move forward with total confidence. Kate made a mess. Hold on. I just, in trying to grab this deck, it fell everywhere. Okay, there. It wasn't that bad after all. I thought I was going to have the card shoot off in all directions. Maybe that fumble that I just made, though, is explanatory of what has been going on in this lead character's life, the one who wants to come toward the Queen of Pentacles. We need to name them, so we're just going to call them the Knight for right now, okay? The Knight is actually standing here as a magician, but part of their delay has been they want so much to manifest having this opportunity to come toward her. Maybe they've had a bunch of, every time they try to come forward like that, something big fumbles in their life. Even this manifestation, I mean, doesn't it look a little bit messy? We've got like a piñata that's burst and stuff is everywhere. We've got, I just said, the whole deck of cards just kind of flipped and went everywhere, like vomited itself in all directions. It's like projectile. So they also have to close out some kind of a cycle of the crocodile is here for a reason. The crocodiles, big old crocodile tears, anything that we want to talk about with something that is sneaky, something that is untrue, something that they dealt with, that they keep getting every time that this knight wants to come toward the Queen of Pentacles. Remember, the queen has her own blockages that's delaying things, but they themselves, this is their blockage. Their blockage is something that I hope it's not that they were ever sneaky. I don't think so. 3 of Pentacles. This is something that they needed to build. Maybe they just needed to build their own confidence. Maybe they've been lying to themselves saying, I'm going to go toward that queen. And then it's like, oh, but I think I'll find a reason why I can't today. They need to build their own confidence first. They got to feel really good about who they are, and then they can go toward her. So it's not a bad thing, because neither character has been ready for one another just yet. Okay, but how is it? Why is this person only showing up still as a knight? Tell me that. Well, right now we got a Page of Cups in the reverse, because they haven't been ready to give a love offer. Okay, that's fair enough. So there's a desire, but the real follow through isn't there yet, hasn't been there yet. And we've already seen why. So, so this is the Justice card. In some decks, the Justice card, which is 11, will be inverted with the Strength card, which is 8. And that's what has happened in this deck. And when that happens, because I'm much more accustomed to seeing Justice being card 11 and Strength being card 8. But when I get those rare decks where they're flip-flopped, I always I blend the two. And that's what I'm going to do right now. This is card 8, but it's the Justice card. Libra energy or Leo energy. But what we see is somebody, in order to make things right, they have to be really, really, really strong. In order to make things right, they got to carry the entire world on their back. We've got the galactic turtle out there in the cosmos. This is like, the story of creation. Like, this is a Mother Gaia. This is the planet itself is carried on the back of a big turtle in certain cultures. That's a belief system. And it's almost like our character has to not only have this knight has to not only have the belief in themselves, but they also have to accept the fact that they feel like, any way I slice it, that Queen of Pentacles is my person. I believe that. I believe in this. I believe that this is my Four of Wands. I believe that this is my person. I believe that I've been cosmically drawn to this person for a reason, and I can't keep wavering and being afraid to just say it like that. No wonder the universe kept saying, oh, so you say that you want that person, but you're still scared that you're not going to be enough for that person, but you say that you want that person. So how much do you want them? Not enough yet to override your fears. You've got to get to the point where you can override your fears. You've got to be strong enough to say, I am their match. I am their equal. I can be with them. I can be with that person. I know that I can because I love that person, because in the big old cosmos, they're still the one that I love. I haven't loved somebody like this before. This is a person I want to give my whole heart and soul to. This knight had to get confident enough in themselves that they no longer think of themselves as a knight, but they think of themselves as a great match for the person that they love so much. And the universe has wanted this character to get there. And until they're really there, this wouldn't work. It would have probably been sabotaged, which is so great because, again, both characters, there is such a beautiful wish fulfillment here. There is the star that is out there. Both characters, perhaps, are extremely sensitive. Octopus are very sensitive creatures and very intelligent creatures. They say they have the intelligence of like a 2-year-old. They are very shy, though. So somewhere deep inside, this knight is actually perhaps a shy person, which might not come across that way because knights, they're action takers. They ride forward. This knight is very passionate about this queen. This knight wants to hug her and kiss her, but that doesn't change the fact that somewhere deep down, when it comes to them really saying, I love her or him, I don't read for genders, I really want things to work with this person. They are my wish fulfillment. This is the person I want for the rest of my life. Those words are harder to get out than I want to hug and kiss them. Because that's laying our soul on the line. That's laying down, like what I really want is them in my life. What I really want. They could be an Aquarius. This knight could be an Aquarius. It could be a Cancerian. They could be a Libra. Or like I said, a Leo. We also have a Virgo Gemini with that Magician card that we saw. What is the interaction between these two? What is the interaction between these two? Meaning, like, what for this one person to be so in love with that queen, I'm guessing that they had some kind of huge blockage and walked away from each other already. So the very person most likely that the queen needs to get over her stress about is them. Remember how we saw the Knight of Wands sideways, and she said, I think that they're just a player. But her challenge was to quit feeling stress about, like, I never knew for sure, but I'm pretty sure they were a player. And I have to acknowledge, look, I wouldn't have wanted them anyway if that's who they are. It turns out, I don't think this person was a player. I think this person had their own fears. And maybe they acted in and out, hot and cold. They couldn't quite lay their heart on the line and say, I can tell you that I'm passionate about you, but I haven't been able to tell you that I love you to the core of my soul, because that is so scary for me, because I keep thinking I wouldn't measure up. So if that's the case, then she took it as they're probably just a player. They are somebody who, they don't love me. They're a liar. And I'm so wounded by this and so stressed out over this. But I finally have to get to the point where it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter. If that's who they were, I wouldn't have wanted them anyway. Now I'm not mad. Now I can let go of my energetic, like, negative energy that I was projecting toward them and the whole situation. There has been negative energy. There has been significant blockage, hurt feelings, turning backs on each other, walking away. We got a 2 of Wands in the reverse. We got a 5 of Cups, and we have the Hermit. There's been so much disappointment, so much feeling of loss, of grief, but this kicked both people into exactly the pathway that they needed to go down, which was one of trying to figure out what the heck happened here. Darn it, I just lost the Hermit. They both have been forced to do the work that they had to do for themselves. And it's been slow. Princess Sacred Circles again, slow moving energy. Now, maybe the queen is over here going, yeah, I'm the one who basically got, like, they felt hot and cold to me. I didn't understand what the heck they were doing. They caused me a ton of grief and loneliness. They were in and out of my life like a freaking player. Why did I have to work on anything regarding that? If they had just shown up stable, I wouldn't have had to feel this way. So I'm not the one who had work to do. And the queen could be arguing it that way. She could. But one thing she did have to work on is, if someone else's behavior makes her that upset, her challenge might have been to say, if somebody behaves in a way I don't like, I shouldn't have ever let it hurt me. I should have been like, don't want that, and let it go. That could have been her little lesson in this. And then their lesson was, they really need to go ahead and have the courage to go after what it is that they want. They need to not be petrified to have the thing that they want most of all. They needed to become an emperor. Okay, so these two made a mess of things. The relationship got made a mess of is what this was. But it's okay, because honestly, the growth that needed to happen has happened. Final message. What's the encouragement from the universe for her? 10 of Swords. Again, let go. Even stop thinking about this person. Stop thinking about hurt that was dealt. Stop thinking about disappointment. Stop thinking about, oh, I bet they were a player. I'm so angry over this. This says, let it go right now. Let all of it go. Stop thinking about this person. Chalk it up to, if they were a player, good riddance. Don't want them, don't need them. It has no bearing on me. That's their mistake. The only thing they're missing out on is all this good, all this yum. And I'm not thinking about them, because somebody that can't be consistent can't be in my life anyway. Onward. The universe says, just let thoughts of them completely go at the moment. And the universe says, for them, go turn that heart light on and go get her. Come in with it. Whatever you weren't for her in the past, come in with a double dose of it now. Go get your lover. Go get the person that you care about. Come in as the powerful individual you actually are. Own it. You love this queen. Come in as her king and let her see, I was not confident before. I'm confident now enough to say it. I love you with all my heart and soul. Always did. I was petrified I wouldn't be enough. Wasn't a player. I met you. And I thought, how the hell am I going to measure up when you're what I want? You're the person that I want to stand beside. Can I stand beside you? I wasn't sure. Now I'm sure. I'm double downing on being that sure. I wasn't a player. I haven't been running around on you with somebody else. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to figure myself out. It wasn't about me trying to find somebody better than you or afraid to be with you. I was only afraid I wouldn't measure up. That's what they got to come in and be able to say it and show their heart. That's the only thing here that has to happen, is somebody has to show what their heart really wants, and that's it. It's a slam dunk. Final message. 10 of Wands. That's how we lay down all the burdens. Say what we mean what we say, have the courage to go after what it is we want. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy my fictional storytelling, please give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye for now.